Is Workhorse Stock the next big thing? What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we're speaking about the very highly requested Workhorse Stock. And I understand why it's been so highly requested. These EV vehicles are the new craze. You know, you have your hedge fund managers, you have Warren Buffett, all those guys, they like their bank stocks and their safe dividend paying companies. This new generation loves electric vehicles. I've spent some time looking into this company, and let me tell you, it gave me a headache. At times, it genuinely felt like I was getting pulled into some sort of a conspiracy theory. Is it what has now been deemed a pump and Trump stock? A literal tweet from Trump sent them up over 200% initially, and since then it's gone up so much higher. Does it have a lot of potential? You know, could it reach massive heights that everybody obviously wants it to reach? Or do we really have to worry about the likes of Tesla, Nikola and Hyliion? In today's video, we're going to try to get all of the most relevant information in regards to this company across to you in a very easy to digest way, so that you don't have to go through what I went through and all of the headaches. And in return, can I please ask you, if you're new around here, to subscribe to the channel. Currently, we are less than 200 subs away from 10,000, and that is blowing my mind. We have been grinding these daily uploads every single day without fail for literally months now, and it would mean so much if we could get to that ever elusive 10,000 mark. And please also hit that like button, that genuinely helps me out so much, it really does. And lastly, just drop me a comment down below, let me know what you think about Workhorse. You know, if there is any potential or it's just another one of these hype EV stocks. And with that being said, guys, let's get straight into the video. Let's start with the start. On their website, to just get a brief understanding of what these guys do. So the first thing we see on the website is this: C-Series vehicles, C650 and C1000. And if we scroll down just a little bit, the very first thing we see is this: they are built specifically for last mile delivery. So Hyliion, for example, they're going to have these big, massive trucks that will, you know, bring things from one country to another. Nikola is the same, massive class 8 vehicles. Tesla's semi-truck, it's in the name, it's a semi-truck. So those other three companies, okay, all companies you're more than likely aware of, they bring things super long distances. But I mean, a class 8 vehicle isn't going to pull up outside your house with a little watch that you ordered on Amazon. That's not very realistic, it doesn't make sense. And that is exactly where this kind of vehicle comes in. You know, this is the bridge between getting from the factory to very close to you and then straight to your house. So right off the bat, to an extent, it's quite exciting because it's an electric vehicle that doesn't have too much competition in the EV market. I mean, Hyliion, Nikola and Tesla are all super direct competitors. Workhorse isn't. So for somebody like me who believes in e-commerce, okay, who believes in e-commerce being this absolutely massive market that is only going to keep growing extremely quickly, a company like Workhorse, okay, has a massive potential in this space. As more people move to buying more and more of their daily, weekly, monthly, whatever products it is online, there's going to be more of a demand for these vans from Workhorse. And they already have technology validation from blue chip customers and partners like UPS, DHL, FedEx. And UPS is an absolutely massive one. If you're from the US, you've probably seen an influx of these over the last while. And in February 2018, UPS and Workhorse commenced development of the new C1000 in conjunction with landmark 1,000 vehicle order. And these guys have been in agreement with UPS since April 2012. It looks like it's all really starting to come together now. And as well, one thing I always like to see is that they have a product that is out there right now, okay? 5 million miles driven by Workhorse vehicles. That is a lot, considering the fact that these vehicles only have about a 100-mile range. As I said, it's from getting to the post office to your house. So naturally, if I'm a bull on e-commerce, I am a bull on these kind of vehicles. That just makes sense. They go hand in hand. They can't exist without each other. If I believe in Amazon doing well, which I do because they're one of the 5 biggest holdings in my personal portfolio, then naturally I believe in Workhorse doing well. And that's basically what they do, okay? This is the main product right now. This little fella right here, their Horsefly, a delivery drone, okay? Now this isn't a massive thing right now, but I do want to touch on it. And these drones are in use, okay? UPS has used these over the last while to deliver. StockX, you may know who they are. December 2018, we recently delivered shoes to some lucky StockX customers in the Detroit area with this, a fully automatic drone delivery system. And Workhorse has collaborated with UPS, this is back in February 2017, to test the Horsefly delivery system on actual delivery routes. They estimate that a reduction of just 1 mile per driver per day over 1 year can save UPS up to $50 million. So right now, this isn't the most important product in the world, but it is just one more really exciting thing that down the line could be absolutely incredible. And then the last thing that's not too important, okay, is just their app, okay? Metron, you can just see your entire fleet in the palm of your hand. It allows you to track and monitor the performance of your vehicles in your fleet and collect the data you need to optimize route planning. This is something that could mean so much to massive deliveries like UPS. So right off the bat, I have to say I really do like the look of them. So now we know the basics of what the company actually is, what they actually do. Now let's get into some of the other important stuff. So 3 things that Workhorse Group stock bulls need to happen soon. So 3 things that need to happen for Workhorse to continue going up. 1 is they need to get moving on van production. And this goes without saying. And recently, the company announced that both vans had successfully completed Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard testing. That means that they can produce these trucks right now. So the CEO has said that they expect to sell between 300 and 400 vans by the end of the year. Boom. And obviously, the sooner this happens, the sooner we can start seeing more revenue coming in, the sooner we can see the growth potential coming in. Of course, more and more people are going to be inclined to invest. So for us to see the stock going up, it should go without saying we have to see the company performing very, very well. And why could this happen? They secured $70 million of financing from HT Investments. And so these notes mature July 1st, 2023 and contain a 4.5% annualized coupon to be paid quarterly in cash or stock. So 4.5%, not bad whatsoever. And the note is convertible into common stock at $19 a share. So point number 1, as long as they keep doing what they're doing, which I think they will, especially with so many people getting behind them now, especially with all of the hype and the excitement surrounding this company, they have a real opportunity here, a real opportunity. Now, on the opposite side, okay, they need to avoid dilutive capital raises. So in order to grow, obviously, they will need more capital. And a big rise in stock price is always an opportunity to tap capital markets. So what we don't want to see, okay, is them diluting our existing shares. Well, not me, I don't own them yet. I might do soon, we'll see. But diluting their existing shareholders too much by selling stock at below market prices or by including equity sweeteners like warrants that can give investors the right to pick up shares on the cheap in the future. We don't want to see this happening. That would be bad for the share price. And that's going to bring us nicely onto the next thing we're going to speak about today, okay, is their collaboration with Lordstown Motors. And this is where I really got into this loophole of trying to figure out, why is Trump doing this? Why is Mike Pence doing this? What is going on? So a big thing, okay, is that Lordstown bought out its production facility from General Motors. And former Workhorse CEO Steve Burns left to lead Lordstown. And investors have seen the potential for the collaboration to be extremely profitable for both parties. Workhorse owns about a 10% stake in Lordstown. And who are Lordstown, you ask? An electric work vehicle company. They do look pretty slick though, I have to say. I don't think I've seen a semi look better than this. Like, oh, that's a nice looking car, man. So we already saw Trump tweet about these guys a while ago, okay? And then the startup debuted the truck at an hour-long event featuring Vice President Mike Pence. And this is in regards to their endurance electric truck. And keep in mind the whole time, okay, that Workhorse owns a 10% stake in these guys. So obviously if this company does well, Workhorse does well. It would mean increased revenue, which means that they can expand fast, which means that the bull thesis will remain true and they can keep going up in price. So we want these companies to do well as well. So it's been said that they want to start delivering the truck in early 21, which is an aggressive timeline for a company that was founded just 1 year ago. And the company's CEO, Steve Burns, who we just spoke about, said his goal was to have the first electric pickup truck on the market. And obviously if that happens, that's amazing. Workhorse will make 1% on every endurance truck sold for the first 200,000 and is entitled to 1% of any debt or equity financing the new startup raises. A truck costs $52,500. So if 200,000 trucks are sold, that equates to 105 million into the pockets of Workhorse. So something I just want to speak about briefly, okay, is you may be aware of ARK Invest, okay, and they have been selling Tesla despite their long-term bull case. And let me tell you, it is a very big, bold, long-term bull case. This is a firm known for its $7,000 price target on the stock of Tesla. Now, Tesla is still their top stock holding, okay? But they've slashed its stake in the company over the last several quarters, which included more than 17% reduction in ownership as of March 31st. And they haven't stopped. 15th of May, selling. 13th of May, selling. Sold again 13th. They have been selling an awful lot. And they have gone ahead and purchased Workhorse. They went ahead and bought 159,000 shares. Now, I understand for this portfolio, especially when you consider it to their Tesla, it is a very small percentage, but still, I think it's very interesting. A lot of people look towards ARK Investing when it comes to buying or selling their Tesla, partially because they are some of the biggest bulls out there in regards to Tesla, where there is a lot of bulls. These guys are selling Tesla and buying Workhorse. It just seems interesting to me, and I did just want to get get it out there. Now I just want to go through a few quick interesting points from their investor presentations whenever I'm having a look into a new company, especially one that's somewhat speculative in nature, or if it's a SPAC or anything like that. I really like looking at these investor presentations. They often give us a good idea of what's going on. And if you don't know where to start with these guys and you want to do some more research yourself, read through this whole thing. Two important things straight away. Near-term growth opportunities from the USPS program, which represents a $6.3 billion, 165,000 vehicle opportunity and partnership with Lordstown Motors Corp, as we said, for the development of an all-new fully electric pickup trunk. Near-term growth opportunity, $6.3 billion. And they have scalable manufacturing at their absolutely massive plant in Union City, Indiana, with the ability to produce 60,000 plus vehicle per year. Massive. And I know I touched on this horsefly drone earlier, but just look at this. Reduces the power package last mile cost by 95%. That's a lot of savings. They're fully integrated with the Workhorse medium duty vehicles. They are FAA compliant and recently granted horsefly TM patent covers any drone utilization integrated with delivery vehicle. What? This thing has so much potential and it's not even really being spoken about. This here is the short to medium term. This here could be absolutely disgustingly amazing for the company in the very long term in my eyes. Now, something I spoke about with Hyliion was the fact that business owners, the people who use these trucks, are all business owners. There's no everyday person having one of these trucks. They can't have one. They want to save money. And in 3 years of owning one of these, you will have a positive return on investment. In 20 years, you will have saved $170,000 per vehicle. It reduces your operating costs from $1 a mile to 36 cents a mile. It reduces the maintenance costs, increased driver satisfaction, retention and health, and it helps achieve ESG and sustainability goals. It's good for the environment. I mean, from a business point of view, it looks like a no-brainer. A little bit more on Lordstown, okay? We already know that Workhorse granted them a license to the technology, okay? That Lordstown will be the sole manufacturer of the vehicle. And recently they got that 6.2 million square foot facility, okay, that can produce up to 250,000 vehicles a year. Lordstown and Workhorse are in amazing positions, which means amazing things for Workhorse. All in all, I must say, I think there is a massive opportunity for this company. Is it too late to buy? I mean, they've gone up 700% in the last month. Honestly, it's hard to say. It's not your typical safe company that you can expect to make 10 to 15% on plus some dividends every single year. It is a high risk play that has absolutely immense long term, short term, medium term, everything term potential. But what needs to be remembered is the high risk part. I mean, the high reward potential is obviously fantastic. Everybody loves that. But I don't think a lot of people appreciate what high risk really means. It means that a lot of the time you could well end up losing money, and a considerable amount of money. 30 to 50% does not seem out of the realms of possibility for me in regards to a company like this. Do I plan on opening the position? Honestly, yes. Is it going to be a big position? No. Maybe somewhere in the realm of 10 shares or so. Something like that. You know, the fun money. My mind's not completely made up yet, so don't take that as me definitely buying 10 shares. But I will be watching them and I will consider. So guys, that is it for today's video. As always, if you do want to invest into a company like this, please do go ahead and do a considerable amount more research. A video on YouTube is never enough research to go and invest in a company. And as always, I'm not a financial advisor. It says it on my hoodie, man. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day though. If you've watched till the end, please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It genuinely would mean so much to me and I'd appreciate you so much, okay? Have a fantastic day, people. I will speak to you for tomorrow's video. Peace.